Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just a simple day in my life as a mom of 8 kids. If you are new here, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am a stay-at-home mama to 8 children whom we homeschool. They range in age from 17 all the way down to 5. My little one just turned 5. My 17-year-old actually does not live with us. She graduated last spring, and so she is on her own, living and working, planning to get married in December. So that's super exciting. This morning for breakfast, we were just having some toast that I made with some hamburger buns. These buns actually were leftovers from my sister's wedding that we had recently, and I brought them home with me. I brought several bags home. And we've slowly been using them up just as toast, or we used them for hamburger buns, we used them as French toast, whatever we would normally use bread for, that's what we've been using them for. I also had some sourdough bread that I toasted up for myself to eat. I put peanut butter and honey on mine, and I think the kids just ended up having butter and jelly, or butter and cinnamon sugar on theirs. And then I also had one with jelly on it. But that was my breakfast this morning. And then after that, I headed into my bedroom to do some cleaning up. This bag had been sitting on my floor for over a week, and it needed emptied out. I took it on our trip with us to Colorado for my sister's wedding, and I just never got around to cleaning it out. So I went ahead and got that done and put the bag away where it went. And then I just tidied the rest of the room and vacuumed the rugs, and made it look a little bit cleaner and cozier in there. This is my husband's side of the bed, and his shoes just seem to be out in the floor all the time. We've been trying to figure out a good solution for his shoes and where he can reach them easily. His knees really hurt him a lot if he has to get down on his knees, because he has spent so much of his life welding on his knees, on pipe, and just not a position he wants to be in. So we've been trying to figure out a good way to organize his shoes so that he doesn't have to climb on the floor to get them. And so far we haven't thought of a really great way. Right now they just line up on the bottom of this bookshelf right next to his bed. So I was just cleaning that out, picking up some trash from his shoebox, and just getting the rug cleared off so that I was able to get it vacuumed and cleaned up. He likes to have it soft for his feet when he gets out of bed, and so that's a way that I can serve him and show him that I love him, is by just tidying up his side of the bed there and keeping the floor cleaned up for him. So when we moved into this house, I had decided to try to use some command strips to hang these pictures on the wall, and it just did not work very well. I had several of the pictures, actually Coulter's, Crispin's, and Kyla's, all of them fell down. 2 of them, the glass broke out of the picture frame, and they just were not working very well on this wall with those frames to be able to hold the pictures up. So you can see here the glass all broken in Crispin's picture, which is very sad. And I thought about getting new frames, but they are kind of expensive, and so that's just gonna have to wait until I can figure out a better way to hang those on the wall. After finishing some cleaning chores that morning, we sat down to get school done. We had been off of school for 2 weeks because of going to Colorado for my sister's wedding. And these books that the kids are working on are actually their Truth Tracker books, which is a church program that we go to at church every other Wednesday night. And we hadn't had an opportunity to sit down and work on those since we were gone. So we sat down to get those all finished up for the week. And then after doing that, I went out and started some lunch. Today I'm just making simple spaghetti for lunch. I had some ground beef that I browned up in my pan, I also just cleaned out a freezer and got it organized and found some more of my like just crushed tomatoes that I had blended up the tomatoes from our garden several years ago actually, and put them in some freezer bags and stuck them in the freezer. And so I was using one of those bags of tomatoes, you can see it here, to make the sauce with some ground beef. I also added in some Italian seasoning and some garlic salt and some onion powder and some sugar to sweeten the sauce up a little bit so that it wasn't quite so tart from the tomatoes. And then I just let that simmer until everything is all melted and the flavors are all mixed together well. Some people enjoy when I make spaghetti sauce this way, others don't care for it as much, but it did all get eaten up and filled everyone's bellies, so that's really all that matters. After lunch, we went back into the schoolroom and spent some time getting independent work finished. Our independent work around here means math and language arts and reading. Several of the kids are still learning how to read, and so it does take a lot of my time to do this part of our school day with them. I have to help 4 or 5, sometimes 6, all of the younger kids with their independent work every day, which takes up a large portion of our day, but I keep reminding myself that the faster they learn to read, the quicker they will be able to work more independently. And so I make sure I take the time to get our reading and our math done every day. Carrington spent some time this morning just drawing pictures. She really is quite the little artist. She does a really good job, and I love all of the pictures that she's always making for me and bringing to me. But while she was waiting for me to be able to help her, this is how she spent her time. Something new this year that I have shared with you guys is the co-op that we're doing at the church. So far, it's going fairly well. It has proved to be a little bit challenging. 4 of the kids are using IEW for writing at the co-op, and that is not something I've ever done. So it's taking us a little bit to get it figured out, but I think we're finally getting the hang of it. After school, we went ahead and went outside for a little while. I worked on some crochet projects that I'm doing while the kids just enjoyed playing and hanging out, and then it was time to head on to church, and that's how we spent the rest of our day.
This is the real stuff, right?
No, I like the real stuff, like what you get at the fair. And
Get on the stove. Minnie, get on. No! Pizza me, okay?
I'm videoing you.
Mom, Papa! Mom, get the cup soup, okay? Hello. Mom, take down the cup soup. Not down.
No, I don't want you to kick me, you crazy.
You're not gonna. Okay, I'll see you back in your house. Watch this, Mom. Ready? Ready? Go in real tight.
I don't like it.
You won't like it.
I don't like it. I've had it before. I don't care for it.
Chloe, tell me. They're ready? Crispin. Crispin, free shot. You're out. You could have caught. The white one. Free shot. You're out. Free shot. Oh, Mom. That's a foodie. That's gonna be together. No, you're not an alien. Mommy, what are you doing? This is so fun.
For dinner that night, we had leftovers. We had some tamales that some friends had brought for us, and then some leftover sweet and sour meatballs, and some leftover spaghetti from lunch. So that was it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, friends. I will see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.